Welcome back, everybody, to the Board YouTube channel for today's Pick and Roll live stream. We are here for the Monday show today. Brand new week of NBA playoff action. Some series maybe coming to an end early on in the week. We will just have to wait and see, but we got a bunch of games to cover. We're going to be going through today's games, the Monday games. We have 2 games today. We have 4 games to talk to you about tomorrow as well, and we covered all 4 of those games on today's show. So 6 games in all. If you do enjoy what you see along the way, please make sure you do hit that like button, support the channel, drive us up in the YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing as well to keep up to date with all of our playoff content. And it was another winning show for us on the channel here. We had 3 picks in play over the course of the weekend. We had Dylan Brooks over on points at 11.5. Finishes was 13. Obi Toppin over 7.5 points. He finishes on 10. But we had over 4.5 assists on Paolo Banchero. He finishes with just the 1, despite having a very good game for Orlando in that one. But in the end, a winning day overall. 2-1. We look to keep it going here today. Pips, how you been enjoying the playoffs so far? It's been pretty epic playoffs so far in the NBA.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. The playoffs have been absolutely amazing. I honestly can't remember when we had this exciting first round outside the Thunder series.
Yeah.
Everything else was just popping, and all the games are finishing on the last position. Some crazy plays, high-level basketball. Definitely enjoying this one.
Yeah. Been great so far. We had some great ones yesterday. Unfortunately, as far as longevity of the series, all 4 games yesterday went in as 2-1, and all 4 exited as 3-1 series. Would have been nice to have some series at 2-2, especially the Pistons series. Pistons lose both at home, doing us no favor for over 5.5 games in the series bet. That was a tough one, but let's jump into things here. We can go to the first game up. This is a series that is threatening a sweep, one of the only other series other than OKC, I believe, at this point that could do that. Yes, we have the Cavaliers minus 8.5 away at Miami. What is Miami going to have to do to extend this series, Pips?
I don't think they can do anything. As I said earlier, this is like a sweep series. It's been exactly like that in the first, second, third game. Third game kind of showcased the power of Cleveland Cavaliers. Even without Darius Garland, they've destroyed them. And I can bet on this game because, if Darius is playing, he's questionable, and I don't see any reason for him returning tonight. He could. He looked fine after game 2, but you are up 3-0 and you don't care, actually. You just blown them out by how many points? They've won by 37 without third best player on the team. So maybe even between second and third best player. So I don't know. This series is probably done. I wanted to bet some role guys under, Ty Jerome and Hunter. Then I realized if Garland is playing, this could be another blowout, and then they play entire fourth. So overall, not much on this game, honestly.
All right, we'll move on to the next game then. We have the Warriors up 2-1 in this series against the Houston Rockets. We have our future on the Rockets to win the Western Conference here, so they're going to need to come through likely and win this one here, not fall behind 3-1. But this series so far, it's been a bunch of different players kind of sharing the offensive load for Houston versus Steph Curry. And so far, Steph Curry has been enough to run this series. He's been the best player in this series and has the Warriors up 2-1. Houston now plus 3.5 away from home. How you feeling ahead of game 4?
I said I expected 2-2 in the coming back to Houston and had Rockets winning game 3. They completely failed me in that game. Steph was just making them look like fools, I would say. Combination of Steph on one side and Draymond on the other side. Draymond on defense, there's no even words to describe what he did in the game 3. That was all-time great performances on defense. He completely killed our offense every single time. Not just by himself, but he was pushing guys, go there, switch this, blitz this, and absolutely amazing. So we couldn't do much, and our guys Alperen Şengün, 15 points, 7 of 18, mostly from the paint, 1 from 6 from free throw line. I don't know how many free throws we missed. We are heavily dependent on Jalen Green to have a good game in order to win, and he fucking sucks. Like, he had horrible game 1, horrible game 3, and then had amazing. So he scored 9 points game 3, 7 points game 1, and then 38 game 2. If his bombing shots threes are falling, definitely he can win us games. But even with that big 38 points game, he has 50% true shooting in the series and can make anything. So it's tough. We need to get lucky with Jalen Green making shots. Coverage is not that important. We last time bet Dylan Brooks. He was fouled out, heavy foul trouble entire game, still covered. Now we have 12.5. Think that's, we bet on the poor line. Now we got the line probably where it should be. I don't know. Like, this is no. The one thing though, I'm looking at Amen Thompson. He was 5 from 16 last game. Scored 11 points and the line is at 11.5. That seems a bit off, honestly. Had even 11 potential assists. They were playing through him a lot, so I don't know. But I will do over on our favorite guy on the show, probably. Alperen Şengün. Alperen Şengün over 18.5 points.
All right.
Last game,
we're going back to
point. Yeah. Uncharacteristic poor shooting in the last game. He just 1 from 6 from free throw line. If he makes 5 out of 6, he is over this line. 7 from 18 from inside the arc. 39% from 2. That's way below his arc. Okay, I would say the Draymond Green was definitely bothering him, but if you look at the usage, 30% usage. Game 1, 28% usage. And this is the game Jalen Green got crazy and took everything, and that's the game when he had 22.5% usage. So let's look at the games when he had 22.5% or higher this season. So between 22 and I would say 32%, which is somehow realistic. And look at the minutes when he played 32 plus minutes. He was over this line in 20 out of 28 games. Though some of these were against terrible defenses. So when we look at against other teams, he's still at 21.5. But if I look at the games against Golden State, 19, 26, 17, and 15. Kind of consistent getting up 18, 17 field goal attempts. So line 18.5, and he gets almost, like, he had 17 field goal attempts of average over the last four games against Golden State. So he's barely covering this line just by field goal attempts. And then when you look at the free throw attempts in the last 4 games against the Golden State Warriors, he averaged 6 free throws per game. So he covering this like 17 field goal attempts and 6 free throws should be enough to cover this line. I think it's a bit overreaction to the game, and also he's not shooting 1 from 6 from free throw line. So yeah, he's not great free throw shooter. He is 70% on the season, so he's actually expected to make like 4 out of 6. So also they were blitzing Jalen Green. Hopefully he kind of make adjustment in this game to actually pass more to Alperen Şengün and make those reads. So our bet is Alperen Şengün over 18.5 points. Best price on FanDuel, minus 112, minus 150 widely available.
All right, there we go. Minus 112 at FanDuel for the first official play of the day. If you haven't hit the like button already, please make sure you do so, especially if you are tailing the bet. Alperen Şengün not been a popular guy on the channel this year. But hey, if you don't want to bet, you don't have to. But you got to try and take biases out of it, unless it's maybe somebody like Tyler Hero. But Alfred showing you the first play of the day. Before we go any further, a word from our presenting sponsor, because the board is brought to you by FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are finally here, and if you think you know how it's all going to go down, then make those predictions pay off with FanDuel. Just build your perfect parlay, activate the promo boost available that day, and lock in your bet. If it hits, that's a bigger payout for you at no extra cost. Today's promo is the NBA Profit Boost token for Monday, but every day of the week has a different token or promotion that you can take advantage of. Today just happens to be the NBA Profit Boost token. Don't be a spectator just this postseason. Head to FanDuel.com/board or go to the link in the description, FanDuel.com/board, to download America's #1 sportsbook and make every moment more. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. But must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas and affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit FanDuel.com/RG. Call 1-888-79-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. All right, that's the Monday games in the books. Let's keep it moving into the Tuesday games, starting off with the Milwaukee Bucks against the Indiana Pacers. Spread indicates that the popular choice is the Indiana Pacers to go through in this series in 5 games. They're -7.5 on the spread for this one. Big favorites here, Pips. Do you think Indiana closes it out in 5?
Yeah, the Bucks are the mess. I don't know what's going on there. I'm getting Giannis is playing absolutely amazing, but support cast almost non-existent.
Yeah.
And let me just check something. They have Lillard probably out. He is doubtful, but if he is not playing, I don't know what even happened. I didn't watch the first half on that game. What happened to Lillard in the first half? He played 6 to 8 minutes and never
I missed
returned.
that one. I didn't see what happened to him.
Yeah, if anyone in the chat has any info, shoot us with it. So yeah, I don't know. Tough to bet on that game, because if there is chance that he plays, then it's completely different from for the game, obviously.
Yeah.
So
I mean, doubtful. I mean,
don't
it
know
is
how
an
he's-
elimination game, but it was a non-contact injury. That's what I know. I feel like that's not good.
yeah, he's not playing. He's not.
Oh,
playing
torn
then.
Achilles, they're saying. Has it been confirmed as a torn Achilles? Wow.
If that's the case, then it's rip.
Wow. That's pretty terrible to hear.
Yeah.
Torn Achilles, yeah, that's coming back, man. He came back from the blood clot issue so quickly, and then to have that is, yeah.
Yeah, I need to check something for that last game, just to see what were the minutes for. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. subbed in for Dame and then played 20 straight minutes without leaving, and left the game with 4 minutes left due to blowout. Just thinking, if he's getting 36 minutes, which could be the thing, then this kind of looks like a lock to bet the over. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I do think he played 33 minutes last game. Assist one, he got 6, averaging 5 in the series on 26 minutes. Yeah. Think this is widely available. Just thinking about, do we add rebounds to this last game 5? Yeah, he kind of getting rebounds. So I think this could be our second bet. Kevin Porter Jr. over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Okay. And for widely available numbers, team -125. Are we okay with that?
Maybe 13.5 points, actually. Sorry, guys, I'm just The first game, 2 from 7, 12 points. Second game, 9 points in 15 minutes. Third game, 26 minutes, 1 point. That's unbelievable. Last game, 17 field goal attempts. So first game, 17, 29, 25. 15 to 30% usage. Trying to look, do we even go to the... Do we rather go to the points alone? Even though he is their creator, like, easily.
So 13.5 points would be minus 115.
Yeah. Just looking at... So he played... Okay, he averaging 17 points per 30 minutes with this kind of usage. Yeah. Think we need to go points.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll go points.
Points, we can play this one minus 115. Available in a few spots. You could probably find better as well out there, but for widely available numbers here, we're going to play this at minus 115 for over 13.5 points.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see, like, he's the only player that can self-create besides Giannis. Lillard is out. KPJ had 23 in the last game with Lillard out. 17 field goal attempts is a ton. First game he had 8 free throws, 2 from 7. Second game, 9 points in only 15 minutes. Now he's getting 30 plus. That will be then 18 field goal attempts in 30 minutes, 18 points. So makes sense to bet the over. Yeah.
Okay. Just comment here I wanted to touch on from Alan saying Giannis's last game. Do you buy into, I saw a lot of people tweeting this, do you buy into Giannis potentially leaving in the offseason?
I hope so. I certainly hope so. Like, I love Giannis. I want him nothing but the best, and I want him to be in his prime on a team that can compete with the championship.
If Giannis leaves, this team has nothing going for it. Like, no talent. If Dame is out, as long as he might be, they have no talent and they have no prospects other than what they get back for Giannis, which would be a lot. But I don't know. I don't think he'll leave.
Don't know. I hope so. Like, this is just waited, especially if Doc Rivers is all left. Like, running back, why would you? Like, you lost to the Bucks in the first round and
Pacers.
You got killed.
Yeah.
Pacers, sorry, yeah. You got killed by the Pacers. Like, yeah. I mean, Pacers are a good team. They're playing real good basketball. They are not giving them any chances with their offensive flow. Like, it's unbelievable how many assists they make in passes per game. Like, but I don't know. This is like Giannis playing with G League players. So I don't think they can improve much for the next season. Like, what they can even do? Like,
yeah, they've pretty much exhausted all their resources to make this team happen, and
yeah, I hope Giannis lives for him. Like, he is now 30 years old.
yeah,
Like, how many? 30. Yeah. So how many years we have from, like, Giannis? Like 3 to 4. Like, before athleticism goes a bit down. And he's also playing absolutely amazing this season. Like, he had a mid-range. It's working for him. He improved as a passer. I certainly hope they find a way to trade him somewhere.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't think he will, but we'll see what happens. Let's go to the next game. Pistons, Knicks. What a series this has been. But unfortunately, it is 3-1 Knicks. We do have the over 5.5 games. We do need the Pistons to overcome this 5.5 point spread to win us our bet there. As noted by Baja Boy, that there was an unfortunate officiating decision at the end of the game, which cost the Pistons the game likely. But, I mean, part of the game, it is what it is. Could easily be 2-2, but it isn't, unfortunately. But what do you think? Do you think the Pistons can get this one done in Game 5?
Yeah. So Pistons played one of the worst halves I ever seen.
The first half.
They had 12 turnovers and were 2 from 16 from 2-3. and they were down 7. Then they turned around it in the third quarter. We're up like 7-8 in the fourth, and absolutely amazing shot making by Brunson and Towns, and they lose by 1 on poor officiating on the last possession. This one of the worst decisions I've seen recently. Like, this was a clear cut foul. Like, I don't think that's even like 0% questionable. Was it a foul on Tim Hardaway Jr. last attempt? Like, that was such an obvious call, and they are actually in the report said it was an obvious call for obvious foul. So yeah, we kind of got fucked in this one with shooting variants and referee making a mistake. But yeah, I do think they have a huge chance in the game 4. I don't think Towns and Brunson's shot making was sustainable at all for all the last 4 quarters. Was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, absolute dogfight of a series. Kind of want to see it keep going, but
yeah,
we'll see what happens in the game. Any bets for this one?
They put. Yeah, I need to pull something out. I'm definitely split between Tobias Harris and Malik Beasley. Beasley, 4 games, averaging 13.5. Currently line at 12.5. Last game covered with average shooting, 5 from 12. Game before that, 12 points, 4 for 14, 2 from 10 from 3, just couldn't get by a bucket. Second game of the series, he had 9 points, shot 2 from 9. If he was 4 from 9, that's covering this line. First game, went nuclear with 20 points. So definitely leaning over on this one. He kind of got some good looks, missed them. And then thinking about Tobias Harris, who covered in 3 out of 4. Last game, couldn't buy a bucket early. Still ended up covering easily with 18 points, even though he was 6 from 15 from the floor. But 15 shots is a ton. They are, for first game, 25. Second game, 15. Barely covering. But yeah, let me just see the rebounds for him. So he's kind of getting 6 rebounds. Let me just see something. I'll try to maybe build some same game parlay for this, because I can't decide between these players. First off, let's do Tobias. 15 plus points. I'm just trying to build it on the spot.
Yeah.
6 plus rebounds. We get the second. There is not 10. So there is not 10 plus for. Yeah, there is no lines for Malik Beasley on the FanDuel somehow. They don't offer bench guys.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, this makes the life very difficult. Mikal Bridges over 2 threes. And Brunson. Yeah. Let me just see rebounding chances for Tobias. 6 plus in all 4. 14, 16, 12, 19. A ton of rebounding chances. So 15 plus 6 plus. And then Mikal Bridges 2 plus 3s, because he made those. Just a second. Mikal Bridges last 3 games. 3, 2 threes. Yeah, let's do this same game parlay. Tobias Harris 15 plus points, 6 plus rebounds, and Mikal Bridges 2 plus 3s, because I can see it definitely.
All right. There we go. We'll go plus 305 here on FanDuel. 15 plus points for Tobias Harris. 6 plus rebounds for Tobias Harris. And 2 plus threes for Mikal Bridges. And like I said earlier on the show, FanDuel's got the promotions available every day. So see if you can get this one to qualify. And boost the odds. No extra cost to yourself. I'm gonna put it in. I think it's 3 legs. Should be able to qualify here. I'll just confirm. On a signed in account instead. Let me just check. And yeah, eligible for that Monday token. We'll track it at plus 305 here, but you will certainly be able to get better if you're betting with FanDuel. If you're not signed up to FanDuel, go to the link in the description to do so, FanDuel.com/board. All right, anything else? Want to cover anything from this one, Pips?
Yeah, no, this is it for this game.
All right, so I'll get this one in the chat as well. Tobias Harris, 15 plus points and 6 plus rebounds. And then we'll have Mikal Bridges, 2 plus threes. Would you, like, if somebody was betting this later and they could get Beasley instead of Bridges, would you say you would do that?
You cannot Beasley, just add Beasley, not removing Mikal Bridges.
Okay, so keep Bridges. If you want to stack it, you can add in Beasley as well. Okay, there we go. In the chat, we'll move on now to the next game up on the screen. Keep it moving through the show. A couple games to go now, and then we'll wrap it up. But we've got next up the Orlando Magic plus 12 away at the Boston Celtics. Boston was like a somewhat close game in game 4, but in the end, Boston do take that 3-1 series lead back to TD Garden, and I would expect they wrap things up. What do you think, Pips?
Yeah, definitely. I'll just say, shout out to Banchero and Wagner. They are busting their asses every single night. This team is horrible, and if Banchero can look like this in this kind of environment, what can happen when they give him actually some spacing and shooting, because it's non-existent. He gets doubled every single possession, and I'm just trying to open up his numbers to show you guys. It's been really unbelievable. He averaged 32 points in the series, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, while playing with 0 spacing. I'm just trying to look for shooting numbers, just shooting split. So far, he's shooting 45% from the field, 43% from 3, and that's averaging 32 points and 8 rebounds. Yeah, he's been absolutely amazing. But yeah, this is done. There were some questions with Tatum possibly being out and being hurt, Jaylen Brown, but 3-1, that's it. Beasley would be 10 plus points or 3 plus threes, kind of the same. 10 plus points seems okay for Beasley.
All right, so it could be 10 plus or 3 plus threes. For Banchero, first 3 quarters of the season, he was really bad. Orlando were not just better when he wasn't playing, they were way better when he wasn't playing, whether he was on the bench or whether he was missing games through injury. Had a really good end of the season, having a really good playoffs, so I'll be interested to see if he can carry that into the new season as well.
I was also the one who said a lot of stuff about Paolo, and mentioned a couple of times his numbers and how Magic do well without him. And when that was said, he was actually horrible. But it's young player, it's injury season. Injuries mid-season are always horrible. He returned, played like crap, and last month of the season he got it going and averaged 30 points to close out last 15 games and was playing great. And this series continues to play great against one of the best defensive units. They stole one game with horrible team against a really good, one of the best teams in the league. So yeah, that's huge. Like not getting swept is a huge accomplishment here.
For sure. Some positive take into the new season. And maybe they sneak another win here. We'll see. Last game to cover. We've got this. This has been a fantastic series as well. 2-2 after the miraculous Aaron Gordon buzzer beater dunk, which may or may not have left his hands in time. What do you think, Pips? D. asks, thoughts on the ending of the Clippers Nuggets game. I was under the impression if your fingertips were still on the ball as a clock at 0, it shouldn't count. So there was angles that go frame by frame that show like the ball was in his hand or had left his hands. Then the slow-mo, like it looked like it might have still been in his hands. I don't know, because I saw two different angles where it could go either way. What did you think, Pips?
I posted the angle where it's like not frame by frame, which is that can miss the middle frame. It was like fingers on the ball, the next frame it's fingers off the ball and shot clock turned on. We don't know which shot clock turned on at the exact moment when the second frame happened or before.
Yeah.
So I've had like a slow-mo by like 0.25 per second slow-mo, and it looked like he had fingertips on the ball before it went completely through. But I don't know the rules. Like, what are the rules in these scenarios? Do anyone actually knows what are the rules in that exact scenario? I honestly have no idea.
I was also under the impression if you were touching the ball, it doesn't count.
It definitely didn't go like 100% over the cylinder with his before his hand left the ball. I'm 100% sure in that. But I don't know the rules. Also, it was tight game, so I don't know. I definitely think if you are not sure and it's really close, let them play in overtime and best team wins.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's one of those that whichever way it goes, you could see why it was called that, but I probably wouldn't have counted that way.
I'll just say, Ty Lue, you fucking idiot. Like last possession, you have 3 offensive players on the court. You had, for no reason, you had Pavel in there and Bogdanovic in there and also Harden in there. Pavel messed up. Pavel was guarding air on that last possession. Like, I don't know what. So you have Chris Dunn, you have Derrick Jones, and you have Ben Simmons. If you put Ben Simmons and Aaron Gordon, he's never getting this.
Right.
So it's last possession of the game. You have 3 offensive, poor defensive guys on the court. And 3 defensive specialists are not out there. Like, I don't understand the process for it. Like, this was like brain fart, I will say. Like, one of the most idiotic things I ever seen.
Right. Regardless, though, it is a 2-2 series. It's been a fantastic series so far. Well, we do have the Clippers to win the West. It would have been nice for them to go up 3-1 in this series from a neutral. We get more of this series, which I think is a good thing. So, what do you think we will get out of Game 5?
Clippers win.
Clippers favorites in Denver is astonishing considering Denver opened as favorites for the series.
Before like mid fourth quarter, Clippers have missed every single shot and Denver has made every single tough shot. And Clippers played with food and low energy before that shift in the fourth. Like, I don't know what was going on in that game. They like the physicality and energy were like completely on Denver side, and which is unacceptable playing at home at such a great crowd in the new arena. So I honestly think throughout the 4 games, I think Clippers shown that they are a better team, but one team has Jokic, so it's never done.
Yeah.
Jokic was absolutely amazing
as
in
always.
The game. I would say first 3 games he was like having a great stats and play it the right way. But game 4, he just decided like I'm going through it. Like you descend doubles, I'll still score, and yeah, that's what they needed. So yeah, I'm looking for this game, and I have some leans. For example, Michael Porter Jr. is minus 140, minus 135, minus 138 to make 2 threes. Let me just see something. So last game he scored. Yeah. Let me just see. Let's do Norman Powell and Michael Porter Jr. 2 plus 3s.
Sorry, what was that you wanted to play?
Michael Porter Jr. and Norman Powell 2 plus 3s for both.
All right, let's build this up. 2 plus 3s for MPJ and for Norm plus 129 FanDuel. Are we okay with this?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I can do like 0.75 units on this.
Okay. Walk us through this one if you want.
So the thing about Michael Porter Jr. is like, okay, he's kind of playing with injured shoulder, but that's not a shooting shoulder. And in the last game, we've seen him. He made 4 threes on 7 attempts. So 1.5, 2 threes should be definitely there. He didn't cover in the game 4. In game 3, he was 1 from 6. Definitely should cover. Now in the game 4, he showed that he can make those shots. That injury isn't affecting him, and he played 42 minutes. I don't know, like those minutes are just absolutely insane. If you take a look at the entire season, when he gets 36 plus minutes, he covered this line in 73% of the games. Like even if he go like 32 plus, like it doesn't change much. He's just killing this line, and it's looking like he's not affected. And they do send doubles to Jokic still, and that opens up the shots for him. So yeah, I do think this is should be gettable line for Porter Jr. On the other side, Norman Powell was wide open so many times in this series. Like he scored 2 plus 3s in all 4 games, was 2 from 6, 2 from 4, 3 from 8, and 4 from 8. So 8 attempts in the last 2 games. Yeah, I think he is the guy for them that will be wide open, if not the most. Like they double Kawhi Leonard and they double pick and roll from Zubats and Harden. So wings and corners are mostly wide open because the help is coming from there, and Norman Powell is mostly the guy who is there. And in the game 5, I definitely see less Dunn and Derrick Jones and more Pavel and Batum probably and Bogey. So they won't be able to just left Chris Dunn like he wasn't getting that many shots in the first 3 quarters because Dunn was there. So they were just okay, we'll double from Chris Dunn. But in the next game, I do think Dunn should be playing much less of the time. So then Pavel will be left off.
Okay, there we go. 4th official play of the day over the 6 games here. Loaded up for the show here today. Norman Powell, Michael Porter Jr., 2 plus 3s each. 3/4 of a unit and plus 129 available at FanDuel, presenting sponsor. All right, that's all the games we're going to cover. Let's hand it over to you in the chat. Any bets you have for today? We'll go through the ones that are posted here. We have Nicholas Jepson asking about David Mitchell over 21.5 PRA plus 100, who's been fantastic in this series so far, or 17.5 points plus assists minus 115.
I think the both works. He had 5 assists last game, but on 15 potential assists, and had 6 assists game before and 18 potential assists. So they are definitely not shooting well on his assist, and he's still getting those numbers. He covered in every single game. He's absolutely amazing. We already spoke about it, so definitely lean over on Davion Mitchell.
Okay, let's go to Jimmy Butler over 19.5 points minus 115 if he plays.
Definitely looks slow. I have also looked into it, but We don't know if he is limited if he is playing. We don't know how healthy he is. So if he is just going to be there to help the team win and just set screens and not be much aggressive because he's hurt. Yeah, in those scenarios I tend to not bet the guys, but especially if he missed game 3. Like, so there is definitely something going on with his injury.
Okay, next up, we'll go to Gavin ask about Nikola Jovic, under 13.5 PRA at minus 103.
I looked into this one and I like the numbers, but then you dive deeper into the numbers and then you see like he has 1 from 7 game 3 and was 4 from 12 game 2. So the volume is absolutely insane. Like that's 25 and 19% usage. If you look at the regular season between like 18 and 26% usage, like he has some unbelievable numbers. Though definitely if you look at this, he's playing a bit more minutes, but he played 19 minutes last game in a huge blowout, 25 in the game before. So when you look at 16, I would say probably even 18 to 26 minutes, points, rebounds, and assists, he averaging 16.7. Okay, this defense could be better, but it seems like they are actually letting him shoot more. So then, I don't know. I'll check on the spot rotation so that I can clearly see that he just didn't play any blowout minutes. And Nikola Jovic, second half, entered in a blowout. So he played 14 minutes first half. So let me just check. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 minutes first half minutes, and then didn't enter until the last 5 minutes of the game. I have no idea why this happened. I'm just trying to think who was the guy that they went instead of him. They went to beat Duncan Robinson. Yeah, they just play starters without resting the second half. This is elimination game, so maybe there is actually something for this bet where Bam, Tyler, Davion, Wiggins play almost the entire game, and then from the bench we get some Haywood Highsmith, Duncan Robinson, and some Nikola Jovic. So Nikola Jovic could actually play if it's not a blowout, so he doesn't get garbage minutes. He could even play like maybe like 12 minutes. In that case, when he's playing between 10 and like 18 minutes, he's under in all 4 games, averaging only 8. So I lean under actually. He's not he's not in the plans of elimination game rotation. Seems like.
So lean towards the under for Jovic. How about Bobby Portis over 12.5 points at minus 115? Triple S notes he started the second half of game 4.
That was supposed to happen. Like I spoke it on the show, if you remember, that he needs to start over Brook Lopez, and I don't know if Doc Rivers has the guts to pull that off. Seems like he doesn't. Kind of did, yeah. But Brook Lopez started and then closed the second quarter. Then didn't play even in the third quarter. Got in the blowout. So yeah, definitely over on Portis on 12.5. I don't think we have 12.5, but if you do, definitely bet it.
Yes. Yes. Moving on.
Yeah.
Franz Wagner over 22.5 points minus 120. We got 3 more after this. We'll go to.
Yeah, I can't say anything about this. This could be a blowout, so I don't know if then they play full game or not. I don't know.
It's the last game of the season for them. If they lose, I don't think they'd pull them early, but maybe. I guess blow up.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. That's why I said it.
3 more to go through. We'll go back to the Pacers game. Gavin asked about Miles Turner, 3+3s at plus 200. Interesting number here.
Definitely not. With Brook Lopez out, they are not playing drop coverage. They are switching. If then they are switching, does not getting the wide open threes.
Okay. Jelko asked about Steph Curry over 5.5 assists.
If you think Butler is out, this is an easy bet. If you think Butler is playing, then it's an okay bet. So maybe I do lean over. He was making unbelievable reads in the last game against the Rockets. They will send doubles and he will just find the right guy every single time.
And last question here comes from AM. Nick Batum, over 2.5 rebounds, -125.
That's a weird bet. Batum over rebounds. Like, what? He had 3. So the series 2, 4, 5, 3, and 5. Yeah, this is like a huge variance juiced bet, so I would definitely stay away.
All right. That's it for the questions. That's it for the show. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in today to Pick and Roll here on the Board YouTube channel presented by FanDuel. If you did enjoy the show and you're tailing the bets, please make sure you do hit that like button. Also, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, keep up to date with our content. We're going to be live here again on Wednesday, and then we're going to see how this series are looking, if there will be another show after that this week. We will be live back here on Wednesday, so hit the notification bell so you don't forget. Make sure you're back with us there. We'll see how many games we have.
Also, make sure to like the videos, because when we ask you guys to like, we have 100 likes. When we don't, we get 30. So please.
We need your support. And the show's been winning. You've been profiting with us. We need the extra support in return. Official picks recap. 4 bets today over the course of the next 2 days. First of all, Alperen Şengün over 18.5 points at -112. We played that at FanDuel. Then we went to Kevin Porter Jr. over 13.5 points for -115. Then a half-unit play. Tobias Harris, 15-plus points, 6-plus rebounds, and Mikal Bridges, 2-plus threes. We got that for +305 at FanDuel, and it's Monday, so there is the NBA Profit Boost token available that you can use on that. I saw 30% profit boost on that one, so you can jump that price up, no extra cost for yourself. Final play, also in FanDuel, 0.75 units, Michael Porter Jr., 2-plus threes, Norman Powell, 2-plus threes, and hopefully another winning day for the show. Again, we're off tomorrow. We're back Wednesday. We hope to see you there for more from Pick and Roll presented by FanDuel.